All right, hello. My name is Wayne Savage, and I'm doing this as a weekly thing, I hope. Last week I did a montage of short videos showing how I cooked the chicken thighs. Fine and dandy with that, and I'm going to try to do a weekly thing. This is just an intro. Uh, Found an app where I can cut and paste and try to do a full video out. But what I'm going to attempt to do once a week is just cook on my grill. Things that I have seen on the internet, different videos, change them up a little bit, something that I would prefer, the taste that I would like. And we're going to see where it goes from there. If everybody that's on the list would share and like the video. If you do, please do. So first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me here at what I like to call Camp Hangover. Tarp shade from Home Depot. Char griller from Wal-Mart. Used and seasoned very well. Stuff I bought today for today's episode of Savage Fire and Food. Playmate cooler. I keep my adult beverages in. Found on the side of the road. Today I am going to attempt to do a pizza on the grill. I've seen different videos of how to make a pizza dough out of 2 ingredients, so I'm going to use that method. Like I said, keep my adult beverages in the cooler. I prefer Yingling to most beers. That's my preference, and like I said, I'm going to do this stuff with the taste that I like. Oh, we got a visit from the neighbor chickens. That one's pretty much taken a liking to me. I haven't named her yet, but send a comment, name the chicken. Alright, so what I do is I usually put the self-starting charcoal on the rack first, with the other charcoal on top. So a little handful of the self-starting stuff, not a whole lot. I don't like the smell of fluid contaminating my grill. And these bags were picked up at the local Dollar General. I have a full rack of coals. I work delivering pizza here in Connecticut, so I know it's got to be hot for the grill. So we put a lot of coals in on here. Let's see if we can get one of them self-lighters to start. Alright, there's a self-lighter right there. Recipe I got off of the internet. It's a 50-50 of plain yogurt and self-rising flour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these containers of the plain yogurt in, and then fill that up with the self-rising flour, so it should be the 50-50. What I have done now is I did the 50-50 with the self-rising flour and the plain yogurt, and now I'm going to mix it up in a bowl with a spoon. Who needs measuring cups? I mean, you can just use the same thing you used in the first place. Save money, don't buy measuring cups. I mixed up the best I could with a spoon, and now I'm going to use my hands to mix it up the rest of the way. And when it's ready, I'll roll it out on the cutting board, and we'll take it from there. So now I got it out of the bowl, and you may hear my granddaughter in the background on the phone with her grandma, Michelle. Kneading it with my hands now, it does make a nice little mess. Speaking of the grandkids, they'll probably love making this and maybe you wouldn't have to do it. So I'm still kneading the dough a little bit here, and once it gets to a consistency where I can roll it out to put on the garlic infused olive oil, and then the sauce and the cheese, of course. The Parmesan cheese, I'll show how you put that on there. You don't put it on after, you put it on before. So to roll it out, I'm going to use the can. So I just glazed just a little bit of the olive oil with garlic, just to show you. Just a little bit. Whoa, okay, that's a lot. That's okay. You don't want it too oily. Okay, so like I said, people make mistakes. I put a little bit too much on, but I got a paper towel. And there you go. Paper towel. Now there's not too much oil. 3 good-sized spoonfuls of the sauce on here. And if I can do like they do, spread it out by center, just so it gets around to all the edges.
Right over there at the fence.
We're not professionals here. We're just doing what we see and see if we can copy what we see on the internet and either make it to my liking or to your liking, depending on your taste. And that seems to have been pretty good there for the sauce. That looks good. All right, and now's the time you put Parmesan cheese
Here they go. All 6.
on the pizza after you put the sauce down.
See, all 6 of them.
So there you go. Don't be shy. Make it a nice little cover there. And when you think you're done, shake it a couple more times. Should work. All right, so now I don't have the shredded cheese. The shredded cheese.
Hi, baby.
I have just the square cut stuff. So we're going to put square cheese on it. You've probably seen it in the videos that they have in Italy. They just slap the cheese on. They don't have to have it shredded. I alternated the mozzarella and the provolone around twice. Who doesn't like extra cheese on their pizza? So it's ready to go in. Okay, so now I'm going to cover up the grill. And we'll see what happens of how this comes out as a pizza or not a pizza in about 10 minutes, I would assume. I think the next time I'm going to use a little tray to make it on, and then just put the tray in. Pulled it off the grill. It's been about 7 minutes. Of course, the little hole, like I said, I had trouble getting it off of the wood board and putting it in. You know, sometimes you got to think things through. Next time I'm going to use a tray. The underneath came out like one of our local pizza places say that's crispy. I say burnt, but hey, that's me. But people here in Connecticut like what I call burnt pizza, so we'll try it anyway, see what it came out like, because I really want to taste the dough. I've taken a bite, and you know, it is black underneath it, but it doesn't taste burnt. It actually tastes like a pretty good pizza. So, let's see, you can hear a crunch. Got a cheese there. So yeah. It's a little dark and charred, but it does not taste burnt, believe it or not. And as far as this being a good pizza dough, it's a good pizza dough. I recommend it. The 50-50 self-rising flour and plain Greek yogurt. So enjoy. Try it out for yourselves. Remember, let the grandkids or your kids help you roll out the dough. My advice would be, if you don't want the char look, but I mean, like I said, it's not burnt. Put it on a little pan, baking sheet or something, and then put it in. And you make pizza on your grill. Have a good day, and thanks for watching Savage Fire and Food. Till next time.